Hey, what is going on guys? This is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we have an incredible 2 pros attacking vs 4 noob defenders siege battle in Total War Attila. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyways, let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so as I said, the scenario for this match is 2 pros on the attack against 4 noobs defending. There is going to be siege escalation 1 on, just to try and make it a bit more balanced and to allow us to have some chance of actually winning. But yeah, the rules for the match are pretty simple. The attackers are allowed 2 pikes per player, 4 skirmishers per player, 1 artillery in total, and we are allowed chevrons. The defenders are allowed 2 pikes per player, 2 skirmishers per player, they're allowed deployables, no artillery, and chevrons are allowed. And as I said, siege escalation 1 is on for the defenders. So yeah, those are the rules. Let's go over to the army compositions. So in terms of army compositions, first up we will start with the pro attackers. So the first attacker is myself. I am commanding the Ostrogoths. My ally is Iron Fist 20 and he's commanding the Vandals. He's also a pro player. Next up, we have the defenders. So we have 4 defenders. The first is Lando Calrissian. He is a noob. He is commanding the Eastern Roman Empire. Next up, we have Brixus 64. He is also a noob. He is commanding the Franks. Next up, we have a King of Old. He is a noob commanding the Western Roman Empire. And the final player we have is Captain Hysox. He's also a noob and he's commanding the Roman expedition. So yeah, those are the army compositions. Those are the players commanding them. Let's get into the action. Okay guys, so we've hit play and as you can see, the noobs are all gathered over here ready for a massive sally out. And as attackers, we cannot see where the defenders deploy, so we had no idea. And another thing is, they did not realize this, but my ally was currently away making a sandwich. You heard that right. So he was making a sandwich when the sally out started, and he came back literally just after it started, which is when he realized. But unfortunately, you know, his army was not deployed with me, so he's gonna have to try and run up and get over to help me in time. But I'm not too worried, you know, because I'm pretty well set up. I have my artillery here, I've got my pikes and my spears to hold, I have a lot of Thracian Oathsworn, so I'm pretty, you know, I think I'll be pretty okay. We are going to slow-mo this just because of all the stuff that is occurring. So right now, I am shooting explosive pots, and yeah, we're trying to get some early kills, do some damage to all these troops that are trying to escape. Let's see, this is going to be a good hit. Not really. That was a bad hit. It would have been much better if we hit right there. But yeah, so what my plan is once I saw the sally out is basically just hold my line, let my archers and my crossbows do some damage. So obviously the crossbows aren't really going to get good shots over here. But the RT is protected, right? So I have a line of Germanic Spearmasters with elite Ostrogothic pikemen, and they're holding the front line. Now the side over here, I have 4 units of Oathsworn. I have 2 more backup Oathsworn, and then I also have some Thracian Oathsworn over here. Right now, they're all on fire at will. They're throwing their throwables, trying to do some damage. The attackers are pushing out a lot of units, a lot of swords. They're even getting out some skirmishes and stuff. My ally has charged in his Royal Swaby Cab. It's nearly at 200 kills already, which is crazy. But yeah, so he's starting to come in. Obviously, him not being deployed with me was unfortunate, but you know, he was making a sandwich, so yeah, that was great. They are sending some cav around. This is some Salian Frankish Lancers, pretty good shock cav. I'm going to try to deal with it. I'm sending my Royal Saoni General to deal with that. And yeah, I'm going to start shifting some troops over. So we can go back to normal speed, I think. But I'm going to start shifting troops over. I'm using the RT right now to hit the towers, so that we don't have to fight with the enemy tower shooting at us. And yeah, it is on auto fire because I cannot afford to manually fire while doing all of this. Look at this, there we go. We've got Oathsworn charging in. This is a risky play, you know, by the defenders actually charging out like this. But yeah, it's nice to see them try something like, oh, Herculani Senior's coming in. And look at my archers. My archers are unloading, firing heavy shot. I think I'm just firing at the center mass right now. I should be trying to fire maybe at some of their axes or... Oh no, I think I'm trying to fire at their skirmishers. I think I'm trying to shoot back at their skirmishers because they do have a couple units of archers and even some crossbows, some ballistari that are pushing out. We're going to slow this down again because so much is going on here. This is kind of like a field battle. The defenders turned this into a bit of a field battle. So yeah, we have some Oathsworn coming around this side, charging in against these Palantina. some more Oatsworn over here. So these guys charged in against Royal Astrations, which are the basically the most elite infantry the Franks have to offer. They're being supported by some cohorts. Then there's also some cohorts standing back there. Some more Royal Astrations. And yeah, Franks are known for their throwables. They're throwing these armor-piercing axes, and they're cutting this Oatsworn unit down. Look at this Oatsworn unit. 28 kills only, and there's only 37 men left. But yeah, we got our Oatsworn charging in, so they're gonna, be able to do some damage to these Royals. The Royals over here, yeah, they're going to clean up whatever's left of this Oatsworn unit. They haven't, oh no, they actually have. They've pushed up some units to deal with my spears and pikes. They're not really going to do much damage to my spears and pikes, but yeah, they've got some Anti-Signani, some Bukalari Axe Guard, some Preventories, and some Scooter Toy. But yeah, my ally is the one doing most of the flank. I'm just trying to hold the mid pretty much because, well, I deployed there, and my ally, being AFK at the start and not deployed, he's coming in from the side, so he's going to basically be hitting the opponent on the side. They're sending a lot of infantry against me though, but they are already doing some mass breaking because yeah, they're already a lot of their troops on the front line are going to start breaking. And remember, I also have my Oatsworn's fear ability, my scare ability that I can pop that will drop their morale by 9. He's getting some side shots with his Germanic crossbows and his elite Germanic archers shooting into the side of these Exploratarius. Oh yeah, there you go. Look at this. This is some very nice, well, I was going to say sword side, but it's technically axe side shots into these Bukalari Guard axemen. Getting some hits there. My artillery is still going. We took out one of the towers, going for the second tower now. Over here, we have my allies' infantry, so noble Swaby swordsmen. They're embroiled against Herculani Seniors over there, fighting some more Herculani Seniors over there with some Scooter Toy support. Over here, we have some Vandal Berserkers. Vandal Berserkers plus Noble Swaby Swords going up against Scooter Toy and some Scooter Toy Spears as well. We have some more reinforcements coming out, some more Anti-Signani, which is the best infantry the Roman expedition has to offer. Got some more Scooter Toy as well. This is an absolutely hectic fight over here. Yeah, okay, so this Oatsworn unit has killed the unit at fort. Now I can actually push them in and get some, flanks. Yeah, there we go, doing that right now. I'm going to push them in over there. We have the Oatsworn over here fighting. Fighting on the front line against these Herculanis. They're going to be able to cut through them. They're a very nice AP unit against a very defensive unit, so they're going to win that fight. I did move my crossbows, not my crossbows, I did move my spears and my pikes forward a bit. I think I moved my crossbows to the side. I'm trying to get some side shots over here. So I'm trying to get this nice angle over here, just shoot into the side of this unit. Over here, I try to get this unit over here to also, provide some support to my infantry, but the enemy saw that, and they're actually pushing a Comitensis spears forward, which is not good. I'm trying to run my Germanic crossbows away, trying to get them out of there. Don't want them engaged in melee, and I don't really have any infantry to take care of that. My ally has a bunch of infantry sitting in the back that I am trying to tell him to move over. I'm probably also going to try and make my Onaga run away, or are they just, they're going for a rear charge right now on my spears and pikes. On this side, we're cleaning up. We have 3 units of Thracian Oatsworn, yeah. So they're going to charge in. They're all get over 100 kills at the moment, except for this unit. Fighting up some Hatari Guard. Okay, that's a very tough unit for them to fight. Some cohorts and some more cohorts, which won't be too bad. We are fighting under a tower, unfortunately, which is going to be getting some free kills on us. And if we look at the back, yeah, my cavalry, I think they've taken, 80 kills. They've fully killed off the enemy cav units. So I was able to catch them out. They also had some units that routed and returned, so they could try and, send them into the back, get some damage that way. But we are going to go back to normal speed, since a lot of the troops are starting to break and fall back. If we look at the balance of power, yeah, there we go. They started with 12,500 troops against 6k. They're down to about 7,500, so they've lost a lot of troops. We've lost about 1,500. So yeah, it's definitely not. It wasn't a bad idea. It was really good to see them try something like this. Unfortunately, they did lose 2 units of crossbows and 2 units of archers basically that have full ammo. Look at this. This unit of archers is basically dead and they've got full ammo. Same for the crossbows. I think what they should have done is had the archers on the walls. Had them on the walls trying to fire and do support like that. Or they should have waited until we pushed forward a bit more and then sallied out, But basically, what they did not want to lose their skirmishes. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, they needed all their skirmishes to fight to the maximum, to use up all their ammo, rather than the unit just dying with full ammo on it. But yeah, if we look over here, yeah, so we've cleaned up most of the forces outside. Anything remaining is gonna get caught out and sandwiched. We have some Bagodoi, we have some Preventores still. Cohors, Royal Astratones even are going to start wavering and breaking. They haven't shattered yet, but they are breaking, so they could recover. And I'm going to send my Thracian Oathsworn into support against this other fight over here. Trying to break this full unit of Royal Astratones. This is bad though. Their elites... Actually, wait, this elite got 100 kills, so that's not bad actually for them. I think we have some archery. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're sending some cav over to support. I think it's to stop this unit escaping, because those are Ataria guards. We do not want to fight the Ataria guards in the city. It's better to kill them outside. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful fight. Thracian Oathsworn fighting against some cohorts, I think it is. No, Numeroi. Never mind. These are Numeroi. These are the elite Eastern Roman infantry, but they are breaking. Got some, what is this? Antisignani, I think? No, Scudatoi. Got some Scudatoi over there. I have Archer Fire coming in here, but I think at this point I should stop shooting, because I'm going to cause more friendly fire damage than anything else. Yeah, plus these Royals are collapsing, and they're about to get recharged by these Oathsworn. Oh, no, the Oathsworn are going to go for these Antisignani instead. It's fine. I'll probably kill them in the charge. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Crazy. Yep, okay, they're breaking, and now they're gonna, yeah, now I'm gonna send them into the path. Oh, along with my general. General's coming in for a rear charge. So yeah, we've cleaned up all the outside troops pretty much, and my ally is starting to push in now. They have some Protectores Domestici holding. Very heavy melee infantry. They're trying to hold over here, stop us getting in. And if we have a look at the attackers, so in terms of their numbers, they're down by... They've lost 3/4 of their army. So... Oh no, sorry, they've lost 2/3 of their army. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, they have 4,000 troops left. We've lost nearly half our army, and they do have a final stand. So they didn't send everything out, but they sent most of. They sent 2/3 of the army. They kept 1/3 back. The 1/3 they kept back is obviously going to be all their pikes and their elites. So Menelautoi, Numeroi, more Numeroi, some Palantina guards. Comitensa spears, those are cheap. 2 units of elite ballistari. These skirmishes are going to be important. If they had their other 4 units of skirmishes, you know, that they used a bit in the front and then pulled back without letting them die, that would have been a lot better for them. There's also, oh my god, there's like 3 units of Herculani Seniors still, some Hatari guard, some more elite ballistari. Menelatoi with some cohorts over there. And then over here we have some Germanic spearmen with some Germanic pikes. So yeah, we do have to deal with a couple pikes, spears, and a couple elites as well. On the outside, yeah, okay, so all the outside troops have died. And now we're going to be pushing in. We need to just break through these 2 units of Protectores Domestici. Then we can push into the settlement. And yeah, I'm going to speed this up because this is just a bit of a slow. This is a little bit slow. I'm not going to cut it out because there's still some stuff going on. But... I'm going to speed it up because it's a little bit slow while we actually, you know, get rid of these units and push in, etc. I think, oh yeah, I'm going to use my pikes over here. Pikes and spears. Nope, my pike, yeah, I don't know why my spears were charging in. They were not meant to charge in. But it's fine. Pikes aren't exactly in a good formation. Okay, yeah, there we go, they're setting up finally. Yeah, so we're just going to poke these units to death. I mean, you know, why fight them in melee when we can poke them to death with a long pole? That's our idea. So yeah, we're going to break these 2 units and then we're going to push up. Push into the city. And, wait, actually, do they? Oh yeah, I knew it. So, they sent this unit out from this other gatehouse. I think, wait, is it? It's the Roman Expedition General, the Bucalari God Cavalry. He's got no kills, but he's lost a lot of men. I'm not sure if he was sent out in the initial sally or not, but he is in the back. And I noticed him. I'm trying to send my royals, but he's just going to run away. So we need to try bait him in, because I think he's going to try come for a kill on our archers. So yeah, this is, we're kind of slow to push in. And the reason for this, right, this is also the reason why I want to do, you know, I didn't want to skip completely. I wanted to just speed up. Is we are unsure at this point, right? So we can see the numbers of troops. We can see they basically equal to us. In fact, we have more men than them now. But we're unsure, you know, like, are they still defending the streets a little bit or what? We assume they're just going to defend the final stand, which we were right about. But we were not sure, so we had to push up. You know, like, we had to push up as if we could be ambushed, because it would be really bad if we just, you know, we just rushed in and they actually had a small force ready, you know, or something to ambush us. That could do a lot of damage. So instead, what we're going to do is I'm sending my spears. We're going to cap towers, you know, so we don't have to deal with towers, you know, killing us slowly while we're trying to fight them. We're going to go for this tower as well because it's also got range on us. And I'm going to send this unit over to cap this tower pretty soon. Oh, actually, hold on. Yeah, no, my ally is going to use his noble Swaby swords to capture it instead. Oh my god, they're losing, man. My god, 1 unit's breaking. They should be able to cap it though. I sent my spears as well. Okay, the tower should crumble now. Okay, good stuff, yeah. So we capped the tower. Now we can go back to... Yeah, we can go back to normal speed pretty soon. But what's happening at the moment is we're just setting up. So I think, yeah, I've got most of my troops inside. There we go. He's trying to get a kill on the cav, I think, or the arty. And we're watching this. It looks like we're not prepared, but we were watching. There we go. He turned it around and he charged in. And he's going to finish off that general completely. He's even sending his own gen back to support that. And we're going to get into a skirmish phase now. So we're going to go back to normal speed because this is going to be a major skirmish phase. So we are capping that tower there. And over here, we have to deal with the crossbows, okay? Because they have pikes that we have to deal with. So they have a lot of pikes. And then they have elite infantry. But that's not the big issue, right? We have the skirmishes to deal with all their pikes. Like, we have the ammo to kill their pikes, no problem. But what we have to be careful of is their skirmishes. Because if we use up all our ammo and their skirmishes just get free reign, like for example, the Elite Ballistari on this barricade, if we push up here, this Ballistari will kill like 1,000 men. So we have to be very careful about the way we push up. So right now, yeah, this is basically what we're going to do. We're going to push up like a Noble Swaby Sword unit in shield wall. I'm not going to do that because all my infantry, you know, has no shield. They're all shock infantry. And yeah, instead, I've got my archers over here. As you can see, they're peppering fire down, getting this nice side angle on. I probably could have got a better angle, but it's fine. We started, yeah, we got a couple kills, killed about 30 men in the unit. He's going to retreat it. I'm going to stop firing now. I still have okay amount of ammo on both archers. More importantly, I do have 2 crossbows. Where are my crossbows? I lost my crossbows. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I have a crossbow here. So, look at this crossbow. He's got a beautiful angle, right? So the Noble Swaby Swords are protecting, but because these units are on a hill, we have an amazing angle to shoot at them, and he is trying to fire at their pikes. The problem is, obviously, that... Oh wait, am I? No, okay. I think right now we're just shooting at the crossbows. Yeah, the Elite Ballistari, it's got full ammo, and it's basically lost most of it, you know, so that's very, very good for us. You know, killing off their archers without letting their archers actually use their ammo up is such a big win for us. And that, oh yeah, that's my ally's archers. So he's got his elite Germanic archers firing at that. My crossbows, I'm pretty sure, are just shooting at the pikes. Yeah, we're shooting at the pikes. Pikes are down by 40 men there. They are trying to stack using shields, spears, swordsmen, a whole bunch of stuff to protect their pikes. But we're still going to get some damage off on them. I should have another unit. Yeah, there we go. I have another unit of crossbows moving up here. So we have a crossfire coming in. You know, crossbows there, both of them shooting in. They are moving. So yeah, they're charging out Herculani Seniors. And this was to try and get to our archers, which it's dangerous for us if they do it. But to do it, like, look at this. They're pushing through. This unit is at 140 men, right? Now they're down to... Yeah, oh my god, look at this unit. So they push through, but they're down to 70 men. They lost half their unit in the push through. They are going to run into my crossbows, but it's okay. I told my ally just to send his Noble Swaby Swords in. It's obviously bad that I lost any crossbows, but that was a misplay. The attackers, they push through the unit, and pushing a single unit through like that is just going to get it killed, as you saw. So they wasted an entire Herculani unit, unfortunately, for them. And it would have been much better for them to keep that Herculani unit to actually defend with, because remember, the defenders have to deal with army losses. They've already lost, like, what, 9,000 men? And they're gonna, once they drop below like 10% or whatever, they're gonna have to deal with army losses, which is gonna be a massive morale penalty. So they don't want to lose too many units. If they lose too many units, the army losses are gonna affect them. And losing an elite unit like that especially is going to be even worse. Over here, I have 2 depleted units of Thracian Oathsworn, 50 men, 52 men, charging into the side of this Herculani Seigneurs. I have my Noble Swaby, well, my ally has his Noble Swaby swords fighting over here as well. And I am just going to be shooting with my crossbows. And they're picking up some really good kills from this. Yeah, look at this angle. They have a really nice angle, getting really good kills on these units. Fire, come on, shoot a volley, guys. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that angle. Look at that angle. Firing nicely over into the sides of these men. Beautiful, just what we like to see. And we also have the crossbows here doing the same thing, getting an angle. And they're not shooting point blank at these guys. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm shooting into the, trying to shoot into the side of these men instead. So see the arrows coming in over there. Also, yeah, there we go. Their crossbows, yeah, they're moved them back. They're in loose formation. But we just have too many archers because they lost half their archers. They lost 4 units of range early on over here. But they lost 2 units of crossbows and they lost 2 units of archers as well. And that was a major loss for them. Over here, oh, there we go. Look at this. Unit is breaking. Yep, I'm popping Scare, so I'm using the abilities on my Oathsworn units. I popped Scare. We broke 2 units. 1 unit of pikes, 1 unit of Herculani Seigneurs. They're not shattered, so they could return. So we are going to try and kill them. Yeah, look at these berserkers are going to try and kill them off so they don't return. And there's only 1 more unit of pikes on this side that we have to deal with, the Germanic pikes. The Menelautwe, which are the Eastern Roman pikes, okay, they are moving them over though, so we may have to deal with them soon. I am pulling my Oathsworn back. Oh, there we go, yep. The other Germanic pikes has broken as well. And we're going to kill them. We're not going to let them recover and return to the battle. Skirmisher-wise, yeah, you can see we're still firing. I am running a bit low on ammo, but it's fine because we've used our ammo up to do damage to most of the important units we needed to worry about. I am shooting at their pikes. I'm shooting at this Menelautwe with my archers. And remember, I also have my own pikes. So if need be, you know, if we run out of ammo, I can send up my elite Ostrogothic pikemen and use them to try and push through. Oh, my allies unit has gone berserk. These Vandal Berserkers are going berserk and just running around wherever they want to. He's going to instead push forward some Noble Swaby swords to fill in the place. Wait, I swear I saw something. Oh, and I think it's just my crossbow order, yeah. Just my crossbow orders. My ally is moving around, so what he's done is he capped that tower, he capped that tower, he's capped these towers. And now that he's capped all these towers, he's sending infantry around on this side. So he's also got, you know, crossbows here, and this is a beautiful angle for them. If you have a look over here, you know, crossbows are going to shoot over the tops of his head without getting any friendly fire, and he's going to shoot directly into the front of the cohorts and the Menelautwe. Oh wait, actually, hold up. Nope. He's firing this way. Okay. So never mind. He's not firing at their pikes. He's actually going to fire at their skirmishers, which makes sense. Otherwise, the skirmishers can do a lot of damage to him. Yeah, I'm trying to run them back out of the range, you know, out of angle. He's got some, he's got archers. Yeah, he's got 3 units of archers. 3 elite Germanic archers firing arrows over into these crossbows. That's going to be a lot of damage. Yeah, this crossbow unit is down 30 men. And remember, every time they lose men from the unit, they're also losing ammo, basically. On the front line, they're trying desperately to hold. Oh, mass break. Mass break over here. Hold up. Is this from army losses? Are they getting army lost? Minus 45 morale. Yeah, they're getting army lost. So, the Frank player is getting army lost over here, Western Rome I think as well, and I'm adding onto it by popping in Scare, which is minus 9 morale, and I think I had my gen, oh no, my gen is still, okay, I'm moving my gen up now, so he can pop Warcry for a further minus 5 morale, and I think my ally may even be firing some Whistling Shot. No whistling shot yet. For now, we're just popping scare over and over. And yeah, it's going to cause mass breaks. The the defenders are playing smart. They do have a rally on their generals, and they're trying to use the rally. They're trying to use the rally to keep their units in the fight. But yeah, we're pushing through. We're pushing through. Yeah, most of the units are broken. It's just the Atari guards and the Numeroi that are still holding. But they're broken on the right side, and we're going to use that. Noble's Baby Sword's pushing up over there, trying to cycle charge his Atari guard. But unfortunately, there's nothing to hold while he cycles. So they're just going to get caught out over here. Oh, he's actually running them away. Oh, look at this. Cavalry inside from the Vandal player. He's got his, what is this, Royal Swaby Cab? Yep, he's just running down the remaining archers. He's probably going to go for those crossbows next. Yep, going to go for the crossbows next. He's got infantry over here pushing in. He's fighting the general, the Palantina guards. My own Royal Sione is coming from behind, getting a nice rear charge off. And that's basically going to be it. We're just fighting whatever remaining units there are. Some Numeroi. His Atari guard, they're trying their best, getting some axe throws off, getting a nice side charge, or rear charge even, on these units. Picking up some kills, picking up some good last minute kills, but it's a bit too little too late. Down to 500 men, we have 3k, so we only lost half our army because they sallied out. And honestly, a sally out is not a bad idea. It's just the execution of it that needs to be planned better. So obviously they should have sallied out a bit later. They shouldn't have sallied out as early, though I understand why they did that. They sallied out because they saw my ally AFK. So I'm not sure if they thought he was AFK, if they just thought he deployed separately. I'm not 100% sure about that. But they needed to sally out when we were a bit closer so that they could get their archers on the walls. If their archers were on the walls, then while the infantry is fighting, their archers would be shooting back. And they would be shooting back, getting good kills on us, and they wouldn't be losing too much. Because even if we want to fire back, right, if their archer is on the wall, most of the arrows are going to miss, they're going to hit the wall, etc. And yeah, then afterwards, even if their sally out failed and the infantry died, they'd be able to pool all their range units back. And pooling their range back is the most important thing. I think that's the biggest mistake they made, was losing 4 units of range outside the walls, because you saw what happened, right? Once we were fighting in the actual city center, we used our superior range. So we had more crossbows, more archers, and we used that to kill whatever remaining range they had, and then we just shot their pikes and stuff to death, which is the problem for them because they had enough range to contest us, but they lost their range outside the walls, which put them at a disadvantage. But yeah, we're going to end the replay over here, have a look at the match statistics. So obviously we're going to have a lot of kills because we killed 12,000 men because they sallied out. So yeah, let's have a look. My general, full health, still got 340 kills, absolutely insane. My spears didn't do much, but then again, they were more like meat shields than anything else. Pikes as well didn't do much, 130, 200. Thracian Oats won the absolute MVPs. 400 kills, 400 kills, 330 kills, 600 kills. This unit, 144 and he died. This unit, 67 and he died. So I think these units were murdered by throwables from the Franks probably. This unit has he's still got half his unit left. 828 kills. 389 there, nearly 600 there, 520 there. My 2 archers, 150, 130. My crossbows did really good, 364, 250. My RT, 210 kills. If we have a look at my ally Iron, 70 kills on his gen, 300 and 500 on his berserkers, not bad. Noble Swaby Swords, 190, 120, 270, 300, 240, 280, 360, 150, 250, 200, 380. So yeah, his infantry did okay, but not that good. My infantry were definitely the MVPs here with their kills. His bows did really good though. 270, 250, 220, 400 on his crossbow. And his cab did insane. 400 kills on the Royal Swaby cab, 230 kills on the Chosen Vandal Raiders. We look at the defenders. Yeah, so these are the crossbows that sallied out. 22 kills, 17 kills. That is not good at all. Bukalari Guard got slaughtered. Antisignani got slaughtered. And these are all elites, by the way. Scudetoi, Preventores, Exploratarius didn't do much. But yeah, their elites got slaughtered just because, they were out in the open field getting cycle charged to death by Thracian Oathsworn. Brixus 64, that was the Franks. And yeah, look at some of these Royal Astrotones did really good. 112, 120, 136, 100 kills. He got like 400, 500 kills alone with that. And that's because I think those are the units that used up all their throwables. Rest of his army, nothing special. Lando Calrissian, he's 2 Atari guarded good, 165, 100. Again, the crossbows got slaughtered because these are the 2 that were remaining in the center, and they were just outnumbered and outmatched by the number of ranged we had at that point. Same, yeah, the bows as well got slaughtered. King of Old, yeah, crossbows as well got slaughtered. Archelanis did pretty decent. He had like 6 units of them as well, which is crazy. One of his Protectores domesticated good, 130 kills. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the match. And if you did, please do drop a like, comments, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys do want to take part in custom scenarios, whether it's in Total War Attila, Total War Rome 2, even though I don't really do that many in Rome 2. But if you want to take part in any of these custom scenarios or these Total War videos, make sure you join my Discord server. Link is in the video description and the pinned comment, and pick up the Total War role. Then you will get pings whenever we are searching for players. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.